So I've never carried pepper spray in my life, not once. And I don't really think I ever will, at least not carrying pepper spray over a gun, that is. But John Lott wrote this article about non-lethal self-defense, and it got me thinking. Not thinking differently about it, just thinking in general, because I don't think I've ever really talked about this before. You see, Lott is the president of the Crime Prevention Research Center. He's been on my podcast a bunch of times, and his article's name is called A Lethal Non-Firearm Alternative. In it, he talks about Byrna, a company that makes these pepper ball guns that aren't legally firearms, but kind of look like firearms in shape and form for the most part. So in it, he writes, Byrna launchers are not classified as firearms under federal law, and in most states, people can carry them legally, even in places where guns are banned. Now, let me say this. I'm never gonna carry a pepper spray gun in place of an actual gun. It's not happening, because the idea of betting my life on whether or not the guy trying to kill me has a low pain tolerance, nah, I'm not doing that. Even handguns aren't great man stoppers. Most of us carry 9mm, and even that can fail to stop someone right away. So stepping down to a non-lethal option just doesn't do it for me. But I have started thinking about it lately, not as a replacement for my gun, but maybe as an option in places where I can't carry. Right now, I don't own any non-lethal tools, just guns and knives. Call me barbaric. That's it. But every now and then I go to places that are gun-free zones. And in those moments, I do think to myself, would having something like this be better than nothing? And yeah, but carrying both at the same time, that's just not realistic for me. I don't carry a purse, and I don't want a pepper spray launcher bouncing around in my pocket. Yeah, I carry a sling bag sometimes, but that's very efficient. It's designed to carry my iPad, chargers, maybe a knife, and that's it. So no, I'm not carrying both. But I do get why some people would. Some people just don't want to carry a gun. They don't like the idea of taking a life, and that's fine. Lott even says in the article, many people are reluctant to use lethal force to protect themselves. They want to defend themselves, but they don't want to kill someone. And I get that. Taking a life, even in self-defense, isn't something people just bounce back from. It hits different. Everybody processes this differently. So for people like that, non-lethal makes sense. It gives them something, some kind of tool to defend themselves. And if that's what gets them into the mindset of personal responsibility and self-defense, shit, good. Maybe that's their first step. Some people start non-lethal and then eventually start carrying a gun. Some don't. I just jumped in head first. But what I don't want people to do is overestimate what this stuff can do. That's the problem. People think carrying pepper spray means they're automatically safe, but that's just not how it works. Criminals don't care about being uncomfortable. They don't care that you're trying to play nice. They came to hurt you, and some of them can take the pain and still keep coming. Now, could it work? Absolutely. Some attackers will stop the second things get inconvenient. Lott even compares it to bear spray. It makes the situation so uncomfortable that the bear or attacker decides it's not worth it. But not all bears or criminals think that way. Some will fight through it. And if all you've got is pepper spray, you're in trouble. And yeah, you could say the same about a gun. You shoot someone and they keep coming. But at least I've got more rounds. At least I've got more options. That's why I don't just stop at carrying the right weapon. I make sure that I carry the right gear too, especially when I'm going to the range to shoot. And that's exactly when I throw in the AKT1 Blackouts, my favorite wireless in-ear Bluetooth hearing protection. I was hands-on with the development of these. I tested them for over a year and gave feedback, pushed for more features that actually matter. These aren't just Bluetooth earbuds with a cool logo. They're serious hearing protection. They have a rating of an NRR of 25 dB of noise reduction with the foam tips. And when you double up with the over-the-ear muffs, you hit 30 dB reduction. That's not just marketing. That's protection you feel when you're shooting indoors or running something stupid loud like a braked 308. And they're Bluetooth, which means I can listen to my music, take phone calls, and hear range commands without pulling them out of my ear. They auto pause whenever you take one out, they charge fast, and they actually stay in place. The foam tips for the range, and they come with lifestyle tips for the gym or flights to make your life just even easier. So if you take your hearing seriously, and you should, click the link in the description section in this video or head over to shop.mrcolionnoir.com and grab a pair. Because once your hearing is gone, it's gone. And the same thing applies here with non-lethal tools. If you're gonna carry it, train with it. Know it, understand the limitations, understand the risk. It's like I said when I talked about 22 Magnum for self-defense. Yeah, it can stop someone, but it's not ideal, and you better know what you're doing. Same goes for pepper spray. You might miss, you might get blowback, you might just piss the guy off. So if you're gonna go that route, cool. Just don't treat it like a keychain accessory. Train with it the same way you would a firearm, because when things go sideways, you're not gonna have time to figure it out, and you might only get one shot to get it right. So no, Lott's article didn't change my mind. I'm still not trading my gun for pepper spray, but it did make me want to have the conversation, because a lot of people are looking for ways to defend themselves without going full lethal, and they deserve good info, not fantasy. So let me know where you stand. Would you carry something like the Byrna? Do you already? Drop it in the comment section. Be smart, be safe, and carry what makes sense for you. One thing's for certain and two things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you. And we're all fighting this culture war together. Now, you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together, we can stop the suppression of our 2A rights. And don't forget to click the link in the description section of this video for the products that I mentioned in this video.